Welcome to the first game of the best of 3 between TaToH and Mr. Yo. They're gonna be playing King of the Desert, so they are most likely practicing for the tournament. Right now we can see that they are playing Japanese and Italian. So Japanese is gonna be for the Chinese player, Italian is gonna be for the Spaniard. And let's take a look at the map right away. So TaToH is gonna have a very fortunate back gold over here that he can take gold from quite safely. The back berries as well, that's gonna be hard to get denied. He has secondary gold over here and the other secondary gold is over here. So for the stone situation, he has forward main stone and forward secondary stone. So he's not getting the best stone generation in this map in particular. As for Mr. Yo, is gonna have the secondary gold here forward, secondary gold over here to the east, southeast, and the main gold is kind of on the back, so that's fortunate for him. Very similar situation to TaToH's as well. As for stone, he has a forward stone here, so that's the secondary stone, and the main stone is on the back. So unlike TaToH, he's gonna have back gold and stone. Also, he has a good variety of wood lines, so he has one over here, over here, over here, and over here. He can use those to wall himself as well. And let's see. TaToH's gonna go right away for this. So playing Italians, he can potentially go for scouts, he can go for archers. So we might see Minotaurs into archers, we might see scouts. Mr. Yo playing Japanese can also go for archers, he can also go for scouts. The situation is quite similar for both players. Both players getting fully upgraded archers, getting a very good cavalier. Italians get fully upgraded cavalier. Difference, of course, is that TaToH gets Genoese crossbow, which is the anti-cavalry archer unit. So usually you get wrecked by archers if you try to fight straight archers into cavalry units, but Genoese crossbows, they are quite good against cavalry, so they can even defeat paladins if they are large enough in numbers, which is not such a hard thing to do for Genoese. You don't need a huge amount of Genoese crossbows to defeat cavalry, that's what I mean. 4 lumberjacks right away, so that suggests that TaToH is gonna try to go for men-at-arms into archers. As for Mr. Yo, he's going for 2 lumberjacks over here, alright, so he might potentially try to go for men-at-arms into archers as well. Japanese men-at-arms superior in that they attack 33% faster starting in feudal age. And let's see, as for scouting information, Mr. Yo is going forward right now. He didn't find where TaToH is right now, but he found the main stone, so he knows where he should be. He's gonna find him very soon. Now, he is realizing that TaToH's map is super open, so the front here is very open, which is not the case for Mr. Yo. And he's gonna take advantage of this. He's gonna go for the barracks over here, and he's gonna need only a palisade or a house here to completely wall this area. Now he's gonna need to wall over here, which is not super wide. He's gonna need to go over here as well. He can potentially go for the full walls. It's not gonna be super expensive on wood. That's not the situation for TaToH though. Let's see. So right now, yeah, this got spotted. And TaToH has a better idea of what Mr. Yo's base looks like than Mr. Yo. Yeah, Mr. Yo only knows about house, so he knows about DC. He knows about potentially the only 2 wood lines that TaToH can take wood from. He doesn't know about this one yet. There we go, so as soon as both players click up... Wait a moment, what? Oh, Mr. Yo is gonna try to go for fast castle, look at that. He's going for the trash fast castle, that's quite interesting. Let's see. It's hard to get the Genoese, yes, I misspoke a bit over there. What I meant to say is that you don't need huge numbers of Genoese to counter cavalry. They are so powerful. But let's see. So the militias are going forward. TaToH is gonna go for the full walls. He's not gonna close himself completely, but he is gonna close this enough so that the units have to go underneath the TC. So he is gonna go over here, and that's gonna wall effectively 1/4 of the map, pretty much, or 1/8 of the map for himself. Let's see. What he could do potentially here, he could try to go for... Yeah, he could try to use the scout to debate fire from the TC and then go in with the militias. He's gonna choose not to. And this is gonna be interesting. So both players are going for fast castle apparently. Both players are going for the militias into fast castle. And that's a very loud vehicle going on over here. But this did not get finished. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot more annoying for Mr. Yo. He's gonna lose 2 villagers already. Oh boy. That's good walling. That's good walling for sure. This palisade gate's gonna hold on over there against the militias. They don't really deal a lot of damage. But let's see. TaToH's gonna go up to village now. So he has 2 additional villagers. That's because of Mr. Yo losing 2 villagers here to the trash. That's exactly what you want to do with your trash. So Mr. Yo is gonna bring the militias back. He should be able to clean this up. Yeah, he has more HP on the scouts, so he has the HP advantage. He should be able to clean this up. But the damage has been done already. So he can potentially try to go up now. He doesn't really have the resources though. That's quite a messy Dark Age for the red player. Fortunately. Yeah, losing the villagers is quite bad. So now let's see. Actually, TaToH taking a great engagement here, getting 1 militia down. Pushing the scout away and getting 2 idle villagers here from Mr. Yo, so this is not the best situation for a red player. He is gonna manage to trap the units from TaToH in though, so that's great. But this is still open. And let's see. Yeah, this is gonna go down, so very good job up there, cleaning that up. TaToH already in field age though, he has almost enough resources to go up. He's gonna go for archery range and blacksmith, and he's gonna be able to go up after that. So that's quite good for him. So what are we gonna see? We're most likely gonna see crossbows here for the Italian player. The Japanese player, of course, gonna need to go for ranged units himself. Can potentially go for knights, but I'm not sure if that's a great idea against Italians. We're gonna have to wait and see. For the time being though, it doesn't really seem like TaToH is planning to go for Genoese crossbows, as he is not taking any stone whatsoever. So he's gonna only use the 200 stone that he has to go for additional TCs. Mr. Yo is gonna try to go forward now with the militias. The militias are not gonna do a whole lot at this point versus a field age player. He cannot go in anymore. Not that he could in the past anyway. Let's see. Japanese is bad in field age, but it's very good in castle age, I think. You mean Japanese, or you mean Mr. Yo? Probably Mr. Yo, right? Not sure you'd be ever confident enough to go for Drush Fast Castle? Well, yeah, these players, they can go for pretty much anything they want. They are so OP. Nerf pro players, please. Give the rest of us a chance. Alright, so it's confirmed now. Mr. Yo is gonna go for archers himself. So the production is already a bit better for TaToH. He's gonna go for the second archery range right now. He has 3 archers already out. Mr. Yo is gonna start producing from 2 archery ranges, so he's gonna be able to catch up soon. But I want to see what he's gonna do. So at this point, both players with just enough stone to go for it. Oh! Watchtower! Interesting. Alright. So he's not going to be able to go for one more TC, which means that probably TaToH is going to be in a better position economically. So he can go for a TC over here or over here, depends on if he wants TC to be more defensive here. He can go, let's see, for a TC over here or over here if he wants to. But anyway, the situation right now is he's going for crossbows. He's going for bot arrow. This watchtower is going to go up. He can still sit with the crossbows under here, but he's gonna go back now. Good job here, Mr. Yo is gonna go for the palisade walls to prevent that from happening. And he's halfway up, so the villager count now 1 higher for TaToH, even though Mr. Yo is already going out to Castle Lich. That's because of Mr. Yo's bad Dark Age, unfortunately. So this palisade wall is gonna go down. It's not gonna be an issue. Mr. Yo going for the walls here, even with the stone wall over there. And let's see, so the military count now seems to be 7 versus 7. Alright, so it's the same military count for both players. Of course, the upgrades are there in favor of TaToH. Let's take a look over here. He's not gonna go for additional TCs though, so he's gonna go full aggression. I wonder if he's gonna send a villager forward to try and go for a siege workshop. That's probably a good choice. He doesn't have the resources yet though. So let's see, crossbow fletching for Mr. Yo. He's gonna try to go around instead. He's not gonna defend. He doesn't need to because of the further walling he was going for over here. He's gonna try to do damage here instead. So this is a good place to strike. He should be able to break through here. TaToH is gonna try to go around himself. This is not. There is no point in breaking this. I'm not sure if he knows that though. So if we take a look at the line of sight, yeah, he knows about the walls. So he could strike here. This is a good place for breaking the palisade. All right, so Mr. is gonna start gathering stone right now, and he's gonna go back. What? That's probably a misclick. Oh, he's patrolling here. Alright, alright. He's gonna go forward as soon as he notices. But anyway, the situation here seems to be potentially quite good for TaToH. Already with the eco advantage, 4 extra villagers. Military advantage as well, although he doesn't have all of the army over here. At this point he only has 11 archers here, or crossbows rather. He did lose 1 villager over there trying to gate this. Let's see if he's gonna be able to gate this. Oh, that's a great move! But he's gonna lose a villager now all the same. So that's 6 villagers behind already. At this point, that's a very substantial increase in eco. He's not gonna be able to do any damage over here. Mr. Yo is in a very, very rough spot. He even changed. Okay, there you go. So he was not targeting the right thing. So he's gonna go in now. If he holds the hill advantage, he might be able to clean this up. The numbers are quite similar over here, yes. Oh, but TaToH is not really holding the hill now. Mr. Yo is gonna be able to take advantage of it. Let's see. Yeah, I think probably Mr. Yo lost more than he needed over there. Yeah. But the game is a bit stale right now. Let's see over there. So Mr. TaToH. So TaToH's gonna add 1 extra TC. The 3rd one, in fact. So he already had the 2nd one over there. That's a good one. And that's a good TC as well. I would probably, with the map control that he has, I would probably try to place it over here to take control of this and to prevent Mr. Yo from coming here eventually and dropping a castle or a siege workshop. But yeah, this is a best of 3. Let's see, did I change the title? Oh, perfect. Alright. But still though, this is gonna provide further advantage in eco for TaToH, so the only way back into the game for Mr. Yo now is to go for aggression. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to catch up. He went for another TC. He's going for the university, so he's gonna go for ballistics. And yeah, only 2 TCs. Can work, I guess, but only if TaToH goes for villager production from all 3 TCs, which he seems to be doing. So if Mr. Yo invests more into army, he might be able to get back into the game, but he's gonna need to do some damage very soon, as TaToH is gonna get further and further ahead by the minute. Mr. Yo is gonna try to go forward now. The military count 20 to 14 in favor of TaToH. That's a 16 advantage in military production, military numbers, I mean, sorry. And that's already more than twice the amount of military. So he doesn't have all his crossbows here, he has many of the crossbows back at home. So Mr. Yo is gonna struggle to do damage here. If he tries to go over here and potentially break the palisade wall, he's gonna be able to get in. However, right now he's doing enough damage as it is from across the wood line. So that's 3 villagers down. That's a good start. Let's see if he tries to go. Oh, he's gonna go for more. That's 4. 5 villagers down. That's super annoying. TaToH's gonna start taking wood from here now, which makes sense. That's a good decision. But now Mr. Yo not gonna try to break through. Instead, he's gonna go around, and TaToH's gonna bring his army back. So in this situation, Mr. Yo is trying to take stone. He was taking stone from here, yes. He doesn't have stone. It doesn't look like he's gonna have enough stone to go for a castle anytime soon. If he had, he could potentially go for a castle over here. He could go potentially for a castle over here if he wanted to be super aggressive. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. He's not mining stone aggressively enough to actually get enough for a castle. And TaToH knows exactly where Mr. Yo's army is. So this is gonna go down, and that's RIP to the entirety of Mr. Yo's army. Now both players with ballistics, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Now the man. Oh, that's a good shot. That could have been so much better though. Alright. Let's see. Oh, good micro. He might lose the mangonel over here. Let's take a look. So TaToH controlling the mangonel. Oh, that's a great shot. That did a lot of damage. That did so much damage. Now TaToH's gonna repair the mangonel. The mangonel is gonna. Oh my god, look at that. The bada boom. That's a great shot. Mr. Yo going for the 3rd TC, but so far behind in eco. 12 villagers behind already. TaToH with a huge advantage in military units. Even has a siege, he can go forward and start pushing now. Mr. Yo is gonna go for his own mangonel though. A couple of good mangonel shots could potentially turn this around. But yeah, the situation is not looking good for Mr. Yo right now. 3 low HP crossbows that are gonna get picked up by TaToH's crossbows over there. However, Mr. Yo is catching up in villager count though. That's because TaToH is going to Imperial Age, so he's gonna choose to go for technological advantage. He's gonna have better army, better upgrades sooner than Mr. Yo. But the red player is going for elite skirmishers, so let's see, 2 mangonels here. Let's see, they're gonna start microing around here. That's 1 for 0, could be potentially 1 for 1, perfect. But now the scatter formation is gonna make it hard for Mr. Yo to do so much damage to many crossbows. And TaToH is gonna get access to arbalists. Arbalists are just gonna chew through the crossbows. Mangonels are not gonna be able to do a whole lot against arbalists. Getting only 6 pierce armor means that the arbalists are gonna be dealing more than 1 damage per shot. So it's a lot easier to get rid of the mangonels. So the game's looking better and better for TaToH. Mr. Yo trying to go forward, desperately trying to do damage. Villager count almost even, only 6 villagers advantage for TaToH. Let's see. Yeah, that's ballistics for sure. Blue player is gonna go now for Thumb Ring. So TaToH with the larger advantage. Mr. Yo is gonna try to push here, but he must be expecting Imperial Age. I'm not sure if he's gonna call the GG right away or if he's gonna try to go up himself. At this point though, he doesn't really have the eco. He has a lot of gold, so not a very balanced eco for the time being. But yeah, the gold situation is good for him. If he balances his eco out, he might be able to go up. He has now enough stone for a castle, so let's see where he builds it. TaToH's gonna be forward though with a crap ton of Arbalest, with Chemistry and with Bracer. And Mr. Yo needs to place a castle somewhere. This hill would be great, but he doesn't have protection to build a castle over there. Yeah, there you go. Mr. Yo is gonna call the GG. And we saw this coming, the writing was on the wall. So GG indeed. Very well played by TaToH, making the most out of his early aggression. He had a very unfortunate map. He had the forward stones, he had the super open front side. But even still, he managed to do more damage to Mr. Yo. He managed to cripple his eco. And he managed to take the game. So we're gonna change the scores right now. Mr. Yo 0, TaToH 1, and we're gonna go to the second game. Let's see. Alright guys, welcome to the second game of this best of 3 between TaToH and Mr. Yo. As you can see, these are rated games. And yeah, what are they playing this time? They're playing King of the Desert, but the spawning points is so weird. They are gonna be playing super close. So did you notice that many times when some pro players and even ourselves when we play, you get tunnel vision and you only scout the area between your base and base of your opponent? Well, now there's like 60% of the map that's for neither player, so they're gonna have to scout all of that if they want to take map control. There's a huge potential for map control over here. They're very close together. So Mr. Yo is gonna be playing Byzantines here, playing red. TaToH is gonna be playing blue here with Indians. Interesting. So we have seen quite some curious performances by the Indians in the latest couple of weeks. We have seen them getting wrecked by Franks. And I don't want to see that we're gonna see them getting wrecked by Byzantines. I don't think that's gonna be the case. But let's see. TaToH's map. The main goal is gonna be on the east, so that's good for him. It's not facing it's not facing Yo's base. As for wood, he has 2 backwoods. The secondary gold is forward. He has another secondary gold, where is it? Over here, so it's super far away, but it's on the back as well, at least. As for Mr. Yo, he has a secondary gold over here. The main goal is forward, and it's kind of bugged. It's not strictly bugged, but it's gonna be hard to saturate this because of the wood. And where's the other secondary stone, or gold rather? It's over here. Alright, so both secondary golds are forward. The main goal is also kind of forward and kind of inaccessible. So the gold situation seems to be a bit better for the blue player. As for stone, Mr. Yo has back main stone. The secondary stone is bugged here, or is this a neutral one? Might be bugged. Where's the secondary stone? A secondary stone is over here. So good thing for him, very close to his base, he has an additional stone pile over here that he can take stone from. As for TaToH, stone situation. We have secondary stone on the back and the main stone forward. So other than that, what can we expect? We can expect Indian player to go for scouts. We can expect the Byzantine player to go for men at arms. But it seems like he's gonna try to go for scouts himself. Interesting. Only 3 villagers over here. Alright. Hey, the Saucy. Welcome back. Welcome back. TaToH's gonna approach Mr. Yo's base to take a look at this. He's gonna find the TC very soon. He knows now about the lumber camp, so that's quite something. He's gonna be able to try and be aggressive over here with the scouts. He also spotted that there are only 3 lumberjacks here. Almost layman a villager. So yeah, he spotted only 3 villagers here on wood for Mr. Yo, so he's gonna have to draw his own conclusions about that. TaToH's gonna go for 4 villagers though. Oh no, he already had the 4th one because of... Yeah, because of the build order, never mind. So let's see, both players going for Loon right now, both players going for Field Age, exactly the same second. They're gonna hit Field Age at just the same time. So Mr. Yo is gonna go forward. He's gonna try to get the zeros. I think he's... Let's see. He's gonna go back now. Mr. Yo is playing Byzantines and TaToH is playing Indians. So there you go. It looked like as if he was going forward, but he is gonna go for the lumber camp here. So let's see. He doesn't have a barracks yet. He's gonna need to go for barracks if he wants to go for scouts for sure. Just the other way around. Don't worry about it. Let's see, TaToH is expecting the villagers to go forward. He's gonna spot them. He's gonna spot them. Mr. Yo tried to go around here, but TaToH, 200 IQ, going for... Yeah, going with the scout over here and finding the villagers. So he's expecting the forward right now. Let's see, Mr. Yo starting to scout now TaToH's base, so he knows about berries. He is now in Field Age and the barracks finally finished building. So he's gonna go right now for the archery range. And let's see. TaToH's gonna go now for the militias. Mr. Yo needs to wall this. He's not gonna be able to. This is looking so bad for him. The spearman's gonna try to pick the scout. There he goes. So this is gonna go up for sure. He's gonna be able to start going for skirmishers, I assume. Yeah, he doesn't really have any gold miners, so he's gonna go full trash. There you go, spearmen and skirmishers, and he's gonna try to do some damage. However, the Menatons, the ultimate anti-trash unit for Field Age, are gonna be just so annoying for Mr. Yo. So let's see, for the time being, he is still house. He didn't manage to build a house. He's gonna build another one over here. There you go. And oh, this is looking so bad. Is this gonna be the end of the best of 3 right here? TaToH doing so much damage with the Minotaurs, it's kind of unreasonable. Mr. Yo is gonna try to do damage here, however he's gonna lose an additional villager. That Minotaur is gonna go down, there you go. And this one might go down as well, but that's 2 villagers that Mr. Yo lost so far. And yeah, you can see the villager count now, 25 to 23. That's a 2 villager advantage in favor of TaToH, who is going for additional Minotaur, so he's going with the anti-trash unit over here. Mr. Yo still trying to go for more skirmishers. He's really gonna try to spam these units, getting a 25% cheaper skirmisher, spearman and camel production is good, but the Minotaurs, they are just so strong, in Field Age especially. Seems like it's a happy AOC day for TaToH. I don't know. Well, we take a look over here. It's not gonna add any more Minotaurs though. He is going into gold, so he can't afford to keep going for Minotaurs. Yeah, with his current eco, he can go for Minotaurs for ages. He can keep going for days. But that's another villager down now for Mr. Yo. That's 3 villagers down. But now he finds himself 5 villagers behind. So I'm not sure if he was going for wheelbarrow or if he just had an idle TC. Just an idle TC. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Right now, 20% larger eco for TaToH. So that's 30 villagers versus only 25. TaToH's gonna realize about this tower though, and Mr. Yo's gonna need to ramp up the pressure, so that's exactly what he's doing. He got so much, he got hit so hard by the Minotaurs, he's gonna try to go and do the same now with towers and with units. So this tower is not gonna be enough to tower hop because of the house here. The very smart player from TaToH prevented the tower hop. That's still gonna be annoying, especially here to the foragers. That's gonna deny the berries over there. So let's see if Mr. Yo manages to break through here. He might be able to do some more damage. Right now, TaToH's gonna go for an archery range himself, so that means that he's gonna start adding his own skirmishers. He had a defensive tower over here, alright. He's taking wood from over there, so the lumberjacks are going to be quite safe for the time being. But take a look at this. TaToH's going to go forward himself. He's going to try to do some damage. But Mr. Yo going for the very safe approach here, walling with the palisade gate and the palisade walls here, walling here as well with the palisades. All the foragers are going to be super safe as well. He's only going to need to repair this mill so that it doesn't go down. But the situation here for Mr. Yo might be a bit better if he manages to do some damage. For the time being, 8 extra villagers. 35 to 27, that's a lot of idle time for Mr. Yo's to see. Let's see if he can disrupt TaToH's eco a bit over here, otherwise it's gonna be over. So he's going for fletching. The skirmishers there are gonna be able to do a bit more damage. Actually no, even with fletching they are still gonna be dealing only 1 damage to the villagers. However, he did manage to deny this. He could potentially deny the gold over here, but he seems to be paying attention back at home. That's exactly the case. So he's going for his own skirmishers, defensive skirmishers I mean. TaToH's gonna try to go around and do some damage. These skirmishers, I'm not sure if they're gonna be enough. Doesn't seem to be the case. Minotaurs already have 2 pierce armor, so that means that even with fletching the skirmishers, they are not gonna be dealing more than 1 damage per hit. And that's a remarkably low number or amount of damage if you consider that there's a spear piercing through you, but never mind. This tower is most likely gonna go up. Mr. Yo can still sit under the tower. But let's see. TaToH is playing Indians and Mr. Yo is playing Byzantines. So at the very least, Mr. Yo managed to get some idle time here for TaToH. TaToH's gonna go for fletching right now. And those are a lot of skirmishers. Let's see. Is TaToH paying attention? Yeah, he's paying attention. Mr. Yo is gonna go for a tower over here. That's gonna deny the farm here. The berries are already denied, but that's gonna deny the gold. That's a good tower. That could be just what Mr. Yo needs. If we take a look at TaToH's resources, he doesn't really have a whole lot. He was going for the Minotaurs. And he doesn't really have a whole lot of eco, which is quite surprising given that he has 9 extra villagers. Mr. Yo being able to spam more units for cheaper is gonna be able to spam skirmishers for days, and this amount of skirmishers, 16 skirmishers, they can 3-shot villagers. However, TaToH going for the right move here, adding the scouts, could potentially clean this up as well. That is a lot of villagers that are getting idled from TaToH though, so that's not the best situation. But let's see. Mysterio is gonna bring now the spearmen forward, so TaToH's gonna bring the archers as well over here to try and snipe the spearmen. This situation is not looking very good for Mysterio. He might lose everything. All of the spearmen already went down. Villagers are going down. These are some idle villagers for TaToH, but still not enough to offset the 9 villager difference. Let's see. Onagers, they still need to go up to Castle Age. Yeah, this is very unfortunate for Mysterio, and I'm not sure if there's a way back from here. TaToH has more villagers. He has, at this point, a good amount of extra villagers, 7 more villagers. He has the better units. And yeah, he has the better economy as well. 10% cheaper villagers for Indians in Feudal Age. 15 and 20% cheaper in Castle and Imperial Age, respectively. But Mysterio is gonna go up. Mysterio is gonna go up. Mysterio is going up to Castle Age. They are similarly rated, yes, 2.4k. Or I guess it would be more accurate to say that Mysterio is 2.5k. I mean, TaToH is 2.5k, Mysterio is 2.6k. But the game has been going so much in favor of TaToH, although now he's gonna fall behind in tech. It's quite surprising. Mysterio should be going for archers, yes. Byzantines get great archers. He can go, of course, for skirmishers, that's good, but against the scouts they are not gonna be great. So if he goes for archers, yeah, he's gonna have the tech advantage, as archers, crossbows in Castle Age, they can do a lot of damage when you are facing feudal units, even if it's scouts. However, Mysterio is super open here. He's gonna go for a panic tower. That tower is, I think it's gonna go up in time, so that's good. He's gonna bring now the skirmishers back so that he can defend in case TaToH tries to sit under the tower with his own archers. However, this is exposed, although I don't think he's gonna lose that villager. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna bring the villager back. For the time being though, Mysterio is really going heavily into skirmishers. He's not gonna try to go for archers. So yeah, he can go for knights, but knights is not a good choice against Indians. Indians get the best camels in the game. But Byzantines, they get great counter units. They get great skirmishers, they get cheaper skirmishers, cheaper pikemen, cheaper camels. So even though Indians get superior camels, it's cheaper for Byzantines to go for their own camels, so you can potentially outspam. However, Indians also have a stronger eco as they have cheaper villagers, so not really sure which way that would go. I would be inclined to say that Indians are very likely to win a camel war even with the 25% cheaper camels, especially as that 25% cheaper camel cost is gonna start washing off the more villagers you have. And yeah, the 15% cheaper villagers for Indians is also going to be quite significant if both players go for more than 1 to see. So right now we can see that Mysterio is going to go for the monastery instead. I would say probably camels and archers would be good for Byzantines. Well, let's see. Now we have crossbows versus spearmen and skirmishers. The skirmishers, they are going to be able to clean this up. The scouts are not going to be able to clean this up without risking dying to the spearmen. And yeah, TaToH's going to go for arson. He's going to go for tracking, so he seems to be going... There you go. He went for the long swordsman. He had already a significant amount of men at arms, so upgrading to long swordsman makes a whole lot of sense. He's going to be able to get this one down. And the score difference now is quite substantial for TaToH. So this is quite interesting. Mr. Yo is gonna try to repair this. TaToH is gonna manage to take it down though. And the situation for Mr. Yo is not looking great. He doesn't have the stone to go for additional TCs. Doesn't have the stone to go for an additional tower. So this area is gonna be completely unprotected other than by skirmishers. And TaToH can do so much with the Lone Swordsman. Yeah, Byzantines don't get bloodlines, that is correct. They also don't get blast furnace, they only get iron casting, so they are missing the Imperial attack upgrade, which Indians do get. Of course, Indians also get the Imperial camels, which are the strongest camels in the whole game. So I would say, if anything, for the Byzantine player to take this, they have to do a lot of damage before Imperial camels become a possibility for the Indian player. Anyway, TaToH is doing so much with the Lone Swordsman here, and now the villager advantage for him is of 13 villagers. Cavalry archer is gonna go down. There you go. Yeah, and these guys are doing an unreasonable amount of damage. Once again, TaToH doing so much with so little. Arguably so little, of course. He still has a good number of Lone Swordsmen. These are gonna be quite tanky against the skirmishers. But let's see, what is Mr. Yo gonna do? Apparently he's gonna try to go for cavalry archers. That's potentially a good unit for what TaToH is going for. However, he's gonna need the numbers. At this point he doesn't have the gold income, unfortunately for him. He has a lot of stone, a lot of wood, a lot of food, but he doesn't have any gold. Is he taking gold from somewhere else? So we were seeing that both secondary goals are forward. The main goal is forward as well. So he's really gonna need to protect this. The cavalry archers, they are probably gonna be enough to kite the Lone Swordsman back. But that's gonna be super resource, super micro intensive, I mean. TaToH's still gonna choose to go around though. He doesn't really want to face the cavalry archers. Rip. Yeah, TaToH is sending the units one by one. He's probably gonna lose a good amount of units. He keeps doing that. This is a bit better. So Mr. Yo seems to be getting back on his feet now. Going for the cavalry archers. He should be able to snipe the Lone Swordsman. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. Let's go for the third game. Come back, hype. It seems to be the case. TaToH is retreating. He has 26 extra villagers though. But he is getting pushed back, so Mr. Yo is investing all that he has into military. And he seems to be pushing this back. TaToH now finally going for the camels. Camels usually don't do so well against ranged units. They have a 0 pierce armor, but Indian camels, they get 1 pierce armor, so they are a bit tankier in that regard. However, they can still take a lot of damage here, so that's 8 damage that the cavalry archers do. And the camels at this point, they have 3 pierce armor, so that means that they are still gonna be taking 5 damage per shot. But Mr. Yo is gonna call it GG. And TaToH's gonna take the series. Alright. There we go, guys. Good game. Alright. I was not expecting that. Let's take a look at the achievements. I mean, it was to be expected, but I'm gonna tell you something in just a moment. So KD, very good for TaToH, doing a great job with the Men-at-Arms in Feudal Age, doing a great job with the Lone Swordsman in Castle Age, adding the camels finally sealed the deal. And larger eco, of course, more villagers as well, villager high, a lot higher than Mr. Yo. And yeah, it was good pressure that he didn't let go, and that was enough to win the game. Now, guys, the reason I was surprised to see Mr. Yo call the GG's because there were actually all 3 games were played, so I was expecting him to win this one. So we're gonna go for the 3rd one. I'm not sure if it's gonna be 3-0 or 2-1, but we're gonna find out now. So let's load the 3rd game. Might have been a best of 5. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying. I hope everyone is enjoying the games. Let me restart this because this spectator overlay is not working. Alright everyone, welcome to the 3rd game of this series. It's no longer a best of 3. The score is already 2-0 in favor of Mr. Yo, so we might be seeing a 3-0 or we might be seeing a 2-1. They could have played this as just to complete the best of 3, or they might have gone for the best of 5, but still, let's watch. Alright guys, I'm glad you are all enjoying. So if you haven't joined already, please join the Discord, Bo3 official Discord. This is the largest non-streamer centric Discord for Age of Empires that I know of. So this is not my Discord, this is not nobody's Discord or anyone's Discord other than Bo3. So if you're a streamer and you want to promote yourself, you can go there, you can find your audience. If you want to find out when other people start streaming, that's also going to be announced on that Discord. And yeah, just meet with great people, talk about the game, there are many rooms and stuff, you know. So let's get back now into the game. Mr. Yo is going to be playing Mongols, King of the Desert, Arabia once again. And TaToH is going to be playing Celts, quite interesting. So infantry versus cavalry archers. Infantry and siege potentially versus cavalry archers. Now, I would say potentially the civilization is working in favor of Mr. Yo this time around, as Mongols, Mango Dice, they do deal bonus damage versus siege, so that's one of the Celts' strong point that's gonna potentially be denied by Mango Dice. However, we're gonna have to wait and see. If we take a look at the map, we can see that there is a main goal over here and main stone towards the southeast for Mr. Yo. There is a secondary goal over here, a bit forward, and there is a secondary goal over here that's towards the northwest. It says best of 11. Hold on, let me fix that. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Just a moment, just a moment. Yeah, it's on the overlay. My bad, my bad. Oh. There we go. Sorry about that. Should be fixed now. So yeah, as for TaToH, the situation is a bit different. So he has back goal here, there's a secondary goal. However, 3 best of 11, yeah. Why not? Let's go. 48-hour stream. Let's go, boys. But yeah, the main goals here towards the northwest. This one's good. It's a bit inaccessible though. It's gonna be hard to saturate that. He can potentially go for a TC or something over here to try and secure that. This goal is alright. The other secondary goal that he has is also on the back, so very good and fortunate map generation for TaToH. As for stone though, he has the main stone on the back as well, Poggers. And the secondary stone is super forward, so that's the only thing that's bad for him. Mr. Yo, so yeah, we were already talking about the gold. There is a stone here, and the other stone that he has is also super forward. So the resources are looking a bit better for TaToH as for placement. And yeah, he also seems to have a bit more of a closed map, as you can see here, the wood line here, 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 here. forming kind of a natural surrounding that he can exploit and try to use a couple of palisades to completely wall himself off. Just not the case for Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo is super open over here. And I expect Mr. Yo to try and be aggressive. So Mongols, they get their power spike in early feudal because they can go up super fast because of the faster working hunters. And in late Imperial Age with the elite fully upgraded Mangudai, they are super hard to stop. So as for Celts are great in Castle Age, so that could be a time window for TaToH to actually get an advantage here. But we're gonna have to wait and see. For the time being, Mr. Yo already clicking up, going up to Feudal Age faster than 9 minutes. So he's gonna be able to start going for a couple of scouts super fast. And TaToH instead, he's gonna go for the Men-at-Arms. So he's already about to click up to Feudal Age. When he clicks up, after this villager, he's gonna start going for militias and then potentially convert them into Men-at-Arms. Now, Celts, other than good infantry and good siege, cavalry is not so good. They get up to paladins, so they can upgrade the knights for sure. But other than that, they don't get bloodlines. They get only chain barding armor, so they are missing defense for the cavalry. They are also missing attack and defense for the crossbows and upgrades, so they don't get arbalest, they don't get bracer, they don't get thumb ring. It's gonna be very hard for them to stop the Mangudai, I think. So probably, yeah, it's gonna need to take this, try and take this in either Feudal Age or Castle Age. Feudal Age is gonna be super hard because of the faster uptime for Mongols. But if TaToH doesn't take the game in Castle Age, I say it's super hard for him to actually win. Is it still a best of 3 now? Well, there were 3 games, but I don't know if it was a best of 3 that TaToH won and they decided to play the 3rd game regardless, or if it was a best of 5. So it's also good because otherwise we would get spoiled, right? So it could be either end up being 3-0 or 2-1. So yeah, I don't know who's gonna win. Alright, so Mr. Yo is gonna go for archers as well, or for skirmishers rather, potentially. Could go for skirmishers. Skirmishers, they are cheaper than archers in the sense that they don't require gold. He's not taking gold, so it's very likely that he's gonna go for scouts into skirmishers to try and snipe the pikemen. However, TaToH already going for the 3 militias and 1 spearman forward. He's gonna upgrade this to Men-at-Arms, potentially, let's see. He made another spearman. He's not gonna upgrade this to Men-at-Arms, so probably not necessary. Militias are still gonna be super annoying, especially from a Celt player, as Celt infantry moves 15% faster. Oh, there we go, so the Men-at-Arms upgrade popped up for just a second, he cancelled it. So yeah, he's just gonna try to be annoying, he's not gonna try to invest so much resources into this. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to snipe a villager or 2, I don't think so, I think he's just most likely gonna be super annoying. But that's probably gonna be enough for a Thrush. But anyway, Mr. Yo now has a good amount of scouts over here. TaToH's gonna bring, let's see, yes. He's gonna bring now... Yeah, there you go, the skirmishers and the archer. Those were able to clean the spearmen, so now it's only a matter of good micro here, and Mr. Yo should be able to clean this up. He's gonna go back though. Yeah, he would probably need to do all this. Oh, he's not gonna do that. 3 times the best of 11, 33 games. Oh boy. Alright, so now the Men-at-Arms are gonna go down to the archers. Oh, that's quite sloppy though. We shouldn't have lost the scout over there. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting Mr. Yo to be super aggressive and go forward and try to take advantage of the fast scouts, the faster scouts. Faster in the sense that they get created sooner because of the faster uptime. But anyway, TaToH's gonna go back now. Yeah, he's gonna lose the Minotaurs for sure. Yeah, Minotaurs are pretty much gone. So TaToH is going for an archery range. He's gonna start going for skirmishers, I would assume. Yes, skirmishers from here. He's gonna go for archers from here. So he's taking some gold, alright. He's gonna send more gold miners. 3 gold miners is not gonna be enough to sustain either one archer production. So if he mixes this up with skirmishers as well, then he's probably gonna be able to keep production going. What he's gonna do right now though, he's gonna send more villagers. You can see the gather point for the TC is on the gold, so he's gonna send more villagers to gold. That means that he could potentially sustain double archery range archer production, which could be quite good. Now he has a couple of skirmishers, that's also gonna be good to defend against potential skirmishers from Mr. Yo. But Mr. Yo should be able to snipe both men-at-arms here. He's not doing it though. Oh, there we go. Good, good. But he's gonna get pushed back now. Fortunately for Mr. Yo, it's only infantry that moves faster for Celts. So he's gonna be able to go back, to go away from... Oh no. Okay, that's a bit of a miss-micro. Oh, very unfortunate for TaToH. He might lose the spearman over here. Oh, the skirmisher, I mean. But no, that was good. Good defense over there for TaToH. If we take a look at the resources though, we can see that Mr. Yo has a good amount of food and gold. TaToH has an even better amount of food and a similar amount of gold. It's a bit more balanced to go up to Castle Age. And yeah, there you go. So Mr. Yo lacking a bit on food, but getting a lot of stone. That's something you want to prioritize as a Mongol. You're playing Mongols, so you want to go for the Mangudai. However, situation right now, Mr. Yo is buying food, and he's getting very close to picking up. So as soon as Wheelbarrow upgrade finishes researching, he's gonna go up. Let's see. TaToH. Yeah, he's going more into archers. Makes sense, makes sense. Archers are gonna be a bit better overall. But anyway, Mr. Yo, TaToH's going up to Castle Age. Mr. Yo is going up to Castle Age, both players, with only a difference of 10 seconds. The difference, of course, is that Mr. Yo is gonna be able to afford the castle right away. And where is he gonna place it? He could place it defensively or offensively. So if he wanted to place it defensively, let's see over here, he could potentially place it over here so as to protect this gold. He could potentially place it over here so as to defend this one. At this point he has enough stone that he can continue mining and afford even another TC, so he could potentially go for a TC here and a castle there, and that'll be super cute for defending the golds. However, he is gonna need to get control of this hill if he wants to go for a castle over there, and he doesn't have military control or map control whatsoever at this point. He only has 2 skirmishers and he's getting chased away by TaToH. So as for military, the military count for Mr. Yo is only of 5. It seems to me that he's gonna try to go for but no, I don't think he's gonna go for cavalry archers. He doesn't really have enough archery ranges. But let's see. TaToH applying the pressure here, and Mr. Yo going heavily into skirmishers only, so these are fully upgraded skirmishers, feudal skirmishers. That's enough to push TaToH away, so he has enough for a castle. Where is he gonna place it? He's gonna go for a tower over here, alright? He's gonna use this tower to get control of this area and then potentially go for the castle over here. That could be good. Oh, he's gonna go for the defensive castle, makes sense, alright? He doesn't have the control to go for the hill. That's potentially gonna be a good place for a second castle eventually. Anyway, TaToH right now already with crossbows, getting Bodkin arrow And Mr. Yo going for elite skirmishers and Botkin Arrow himself, so he already has a +2 right now. We can see TaToH has both elite skirmishers and crossbows. That's a superior army. But now Mr. Yo is gonna start pumping the Mangudai, and that's gonna be interesting to see. So TaToH is gonna start going for knights. He goes for one knight over here. I'm not sure if he's gonna commit or if he's just gonna go for a couple of knights to snipe potential siege, which is also something that we see very often in pro players. They go for even as scouts that they don't get bloodlines, they miss many cavalry upgrades. They will still go for a couple of knights, so just so that they can snipe a potential Mangonel, I mean, sorry, if they are going heavily into archers, which is the case for TaToH right now. However, Mr. Yo, good defensive DC here. He should be able to keep these units off. Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's good for him. The castle's already up, so he's gonna be able to take the gold here quite safely. And he's gonna start going for Mangudai. TaToH's just gonna go in though. He doesn't care. Oh, look at this man. He's gonna dive in. The skirmishers, they could potentially get debated by the knight. Let's see the knight theory in action. Is he gonna snipe this? The skirmishers are not gonna do enough damage to the knight to actually prevent the knight from taking the Mangonel. But let's see. Yeah, there you go. So the Mangonel is gonna go down. That's a good split, and that's the knight doing its job. So Mr. Yo is gonna have to retreat. He was going for Mangudai. At this point he only has 2 though. He doesn't really have all the upgrades. He's gonna need to go for more upgrades. He needs leather archer armor. Let's see. So yeah, he's gonna need to go for leather archer armor. That's gonna be fully upgraded Mangudais, sorry, for Castle Age, at least for what remains of Castle Age. Now he's gonna be able to afford another castle very soon. Let's see. The skirmisher is doing a good job against the Mangudai. Mangudai doing a good job here against the knights. Let's see. Damage so far is 8, and the knights have 3 pierce armor, so that means that they're gonna be taking 5 damage per shot from the Mangudai. And at 5 damage with 20 Mangudais, you can one-shot a knight. And this is looking quite stable now for Mr. Yo, so TaToH still with the villager advantage right now. 4 more villagers than Mr. Yo. But Mr. Yo, very strong units. Very strong units over here. And where are the rest of the Mangudai? I'm quite sure he had more. Oh, there we go. And he's gonna go into, oh no, he's gonna go for a TC over here. But he was going for the castle here. What happened? He cancelled the castle. Where is he gonna build it instead? He's gonna build it here? Oh, that's good. He wants to protect the stone over here. So if he went for the castle over here, that castle was gonna protect this stone, this gold, right? But since he's gonna run out of stone over here and he needs more castles, he's gonna go for a castle over here so that he can keep taking stone, and he's gonna be able to eventually afford another castle over here. That's a very smart move. Yeah, I did not anticipate that. Let's see, now the crossbows are gonna go down to the Mangudai. He's gonna need to go for ballistics though, as even the slow crossbows are doing so much damage. Let's see that the attack round was not so effective. Now TaToH going for the scatter formation. Knight's not gonna be able to snipe that. Let's see, good shot over there. That castle might potentially go up. Let's see, the Mangonel is gonna start chasing the army away, so TaToH's gonna have to retreat. This castle is most likely gonna go up now. At this point, there are 6 villagers building this. That's more than enough to build up, especially with the Mangonel over here defending, and a couple of good Mangudai over there. So TaToH gonna go for leather archer armor now, so he's gonna get fully upgraded skirmishers and archers. He's gonna need to take care of the Mangonel. He can potentially go for his own siege, or he can start going for a couple of knights. It seems like he's gonna go, yeah, there you go. So he's gonna go for a couple of knights just so that he can snipe the Mangonels and he can start taking this down with his own army. But this is quite good for Mr. Yo. This castle is effectively doubling the production capacity that he has for Mangodai. Let's see this though. TaToH's gonna be a bit annoying over there. I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to. If Mr. Yo notices, yeah, he's gonna notice, so he's gonna go away. Yeah, it's not gonna be able to really snipe villagers from Mr. Yo, but the game's looking quite good now for the red player. So the villager advantage for TaToH of 6 villagers at this point is looking less and less relevant. 7, 8 more villagers. Yeah, getting even now, so both players with pretty much even villager production. Let's see this though. Mangodai production going heavily into Mangodai, that's quite good. He's gonna be able to clean this up for sure. Yo needs a couple of knights himself. I'm not sure. Could be. He could use a couple of knights. He could potentially go for a couple of camels as well if you want. Wait a minute. He could go, yeah, he could go. Because he gets bloodlines, his knights are superior. So it wouldn't do any harm to go for a couple of knights. But if he goes for a good amount of Mangodais and Mangonels, he should be quite safe. For the time being though, he's gonna go heavily into Castle Age. He doesn't seem to be going for Imperial Age anytime soon. As for TaToH, he is banking a bit of food over here. He already has close to 800 gold. So you might be able to go, yeah, Mr. Yo already has bloodlines. TaToH might be able to go for Imperial Age. But once again, in Imperial Age, probably it's gonna be the Mongol player, the one with an advantage. In late Imperial, Mongols are super hard to stop. The strong point for the Celt. Oh! Mr. Yo's gonna realize about this just now, but he's gonna lose so many Mangodais. Fortunately for him, wait a moment, does TaToH has ballistic? Does he have ballistics, I mean? He has, yeah. He should have lost probably more Mangodais over there. But this is good. Mr. Yo is gonna build an offensive castle this time around. He's gonna place it over here. That's gonna deny the stone for TaToH over there. If we take a look over here, so many Mangodais going to waste. That's super unfortunate for TaToH. But now with this amount of Mangodai here and the Mangonel, he should be quite safe. However, look at this. TaToH's gonna take the hill that we were talking about just a moment ago. Mr. Yo was trying to go for a castle over here, but he cancelled it so that he could keep taking the stone over here. Instead of going for the aggressive castle, I think it would have been a better choice to go for the castle over here. Now, TaToH's gonna be at an advantage, and he's going to Imperial Age even. He's gonna get the trebuchets out, and trebuchets are gonna be super hard to stop. So even though the Mangodai, they do get bonus versus siege, they could potentially snipe the trebuchets. There is a significant amount of skirmishers over here for TaToH. But let's see though. Mr. Yo finally switching into stables is gonna go for cavalry to be able to deal with the skirmishers. So with the skirmishers out of the question, then the trebuchets are not gonna stay up for a very long time because of the Mangodai. So let's see right now. Mr. Yo doesn't really have resources to go up to Imperial Age. TaToH has more villagers, TaToH has more army, and he's going up to Imperial Age. So is this gonna be the 3-0? I thought that Mr. Yo had the sieve advantage in this matchup, but TaToH is playing this just so well. Let's see. yeah, the TC is gonna go down now to the castle. Yeah, that's a lot of damage per shot. Mr. Yo doing a good thing here, trying to go around, trying to snipe a couple of villagers. He might be able to find villagers from here though. TaToH is super exposed. Alright, so Imperial Age already hitting for TaToH. Mr. Yo, 0 resources to go up to Imperial Age himself. Now with ballistics and a huge amount of skirmishers, they're gonna start pushing Mr. Yo away from this. So he's not gonna be able to snipe villagers. And being so far behind in eco, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. So TaToH's gonna go for trebuchets right away, and with the heal advantage, this castle is gonna go down super fast. So 25% more damage for the trebuchet, there you go. That's gonna impair Mr. Yo's ability to train more mango dice. And this one's gonna start going down as well. That's 2 out of 3 castles for Mr. Yo. His mango die production capacity is gonna go down by 66%. Oh, but look at this. There you go. All the knights that Mr. Yo has been training on the stables over here. He's gonna go now for the rams. He's gonna go for the knights. Knights should be able to clean this up. And this might be just what Mr. Yo needed. However, if we take a look at this castle, 2 more volleys and it's gonna go down. Only 1, that's a lot of damage for a single trebuchet to do. Look at that, 1600. Oh, there you go, so the trebuchet got sniped before the projectile hit, so it didn't deal any damage, but I'm quite sure it was about 500 damage, that's so much. So very clutch play here for Mr. Yo. Actually gonna be able to take the castle down. So TaToH is gonna go into pikeman, he's gonna go for chainmail armor. Infantry, of course, is a strong point for the Celt player. So he should be able to deal with the knights just fine. However, when the knights are mixed with the mango die, then that's a whole different story. This is open though. But it's a trap. Go back. He's gonna go back. So finally Mr. Yo is gonna go up to Imperial Age himself. He doesn't seem to have the eco so far just yet though to afford all the upgrades that he's gonna need in Imperial Age. But this castle going down was a huge deal for him. He's gonna place his own castle here, which should have been the case. So that's gonna be great. The offensive castle that he had went down. He's gonna be back up to 2 castles at this point because he also lost the one that he had here. Well, let's see. Oh, the hole over there. TaToH was walling this, but it was open over here as well. The hole. This is looking potentially super good for... Yeah, this is looking quite good for Mr. Yo. Is going to be able to raid here. He should be able to win this engagement quite convincingly, so he only needs to snipe the pikeman with the mango die. Now those became halberdier, but still can go down to the mango dice. There you go. And the knights, they should be able to clean this up. So right now, Yo is in a good position to start picking up villagers. And TaToH with only... He had a couple of villagers more, now he doesn't have a villager advantage at all. Very good move, so Mr. Yo is gonna go back now with the mango die. He doesn't want to get picked off by the skirmishers and he's gonna try to raid with the knights alone. So 10 more villagers now for Mr. Yo. Imperial Age has been researched. He's gonna go for mango dice here. This castle is potentially gonna go down though. Where's the castle on the hill? Is he gonna go for mango dice here? He's not gonna go for the elite upgrade just yet. He doesn't have the resources to afford it anyway. Oh, that's a great move here. But the mango is gonna go down, yes. So conscription's being researched. If conscription gets researched, that's potentially gonna be all that Mr. Yo needs. Also, going forward now with the mango die, let's see. Going down super fast. And all of the trebuchets are getting picked off by Mr. Yo. And that's the power of the Mango Die. So the castle is gonna get saved, and now there are 9 Mango Die, and he's gonna be able to keep producing from both castles. Now conscription is research, which means that his production capacity is gonna go up to 2 castles once again. TaToH, on the other hand, 2 castles himself. Mr. Yo is most likely gonna choose to keep the castle up, but I'm not sure if he wants to sacrifice more Mango Dice to try and go and pick this up. There are so many skirmishers here that if he goes over there, he could potentially lose many Mango Dice. Oh, but he's gonna go with that cavalry. Light cavalry are gonna be great for tanking the spears over there, so... Let's see. Oh, he's drawing the fire! He's drawing the fire with the light cavalry! The turret's gonna go down! Both turrets going down! That's so much gold! That's... I believe 5 turrets. That's 1,000 wood and 1,000 gold down the drain for the Celt player. Now TaToH fortunately is going mainly for trash units, so he is investing all the gold into siege. But that's quite a clutch place from Mr. Yo, keeping the castle up. 2 more volleys and the castle might have gone down. So this one's gonna go down for sure. Chemistry already researched for Mr. Yo. Elite Mango Die already researched for Mr. Yo as well. He's only missing Ring Archer armor, but he already has Bracer. And he arguably doesn't really need the defense, as most of the damage that comes from the skirmishers is from the bonus damage, not from the base damage. But still, now with light cavalry, he should be able to take a proper engagement over here. So he can pick off all the halberdiers with the Mango Die. He needs the micro. He's really debating all the units here with the Mango Die and actually picking the turret off. Potentially, let's see, I believe TaToH is repairing here. Yes, he has a couple of villagers repairing the turret, but the castle went down. The turret ultimately went down as well. Now with light cavalry and Mango Die, elite Mango Die, pretty much fully upgraded, he should be able to take this fight. Let's see. Throw a go into the fire pit. Yes. Yes. The game is looking quite good for Mr. Yo. TaToH's gonna start going for more halberdiers. I expect him to try and spam halberdiers so that Mr. Yo cannot manage the spam. That seems to be the case. But Mr. Yo is gonna start raiding now. All of this is super exposed. All of this is very open for TaToH, so he might lose a couple of villagers here and there. The villager advantage has been regained though by TaToH, so he has over 10 more villagers, but now there are some idols in here. He's gonna start picking up more villagers. There you go, so that's 1 down, 2 down, 3 down. The elite Mango Die, they deal so much damage. And they shoot so fast as well. This is looking quite good for Mr. Yo. Another trebuchet though from TaToH here. He's gonna start trying to take this castle down. Now Mr. Yo doesn't have the resources to go for another castle, but he has enough resources to keep repairing the one that he has, the ones that he has. All of the Mango Dice are here though, so he's not gonna be able to pick the trebuchets off. Fortunately, he did have some additional army over here. Let's see. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not the right move. He was trying to raid over here. He was not trying to actually get the trebuchets down. So he lost 1 castle over there, and that's gonna bring the castle count down to 1 for each player. Which means that the elite Mango Dice, as powerful as they are gonna be quite limited in numbers. This is still quite messy though for TaToH, as he's gonna keep losing more and more villagers. Mr. Yo is gonna need to take care of all the Mango Dice that he has, as if they were made out of gold. Because he's not gonna be able to train so many more now with only 1 castle. So TaToH seems to be gaining control of the middle back once again. This castle though is gonna stop his aggression from coming forward over here. Yeah, unprotected siege is never good. Never good. Mr. Yo is gonna try to go forward now. Let's see if he's gonna try to save the trebuchets. He's gonna lose both trebuchets to halberdiers. Feels bad, man. Oh, but he's gonna go for another castle over here. This is a great castle. This is gonna get denied for TaToH. He doesn't have wood anymore here. He doesn't have wood here. This is all the woodland that this is the woodland that he was taking wood from. This was woodland that he was taking wood from as well. But this is gonna get denied. I think the only woodland that he has left is this one, but this one is super exposed as well. Let's see. Cavalry Archer from Mr. Yo. He could potentially go for Cavalry Archers, but he's choosing to go for only Mangudais and Light Cavalry. That has been his unit's choice for a couple of minutes already. So he's gonna go now for Cap Ram. Cap Ram are gonna be great to take this DC down. In this DC there are only 2 villagers, so probably not really worth it very much. But Mr. Yo now with 2 castles once again can keep producing more Mangudai. A bit better now. Can't stop me building this castle, yeah. The military count very even for both players. Of course, the army from Mr. Yo is a lot more expensive, going for elite Mangudai. TaToH going mainly for halberdier and skirmishers at this point, mostly only halberdiers. But halberdiers, they're not gonna do a whole lot against Mangudai, of course. They do need to get micro though. That's probably... yeah, those are units you don't want to lose. But anyway, both players really controlling a lot of places at the same time. Mr. Yo going aggressive over here, going aggressive over here, trying to raid over here. TaToH getting raided everywhere, left and right. Trying to be aggressive over here. He's gonna go now and try to pick this up. Though he's gonna change directions now. I'm not sure if it was intentional or if he's just patrolling. No, it was intentional. It's very hard now for TaToH to keep up with the aggression from Mr. Yo. Even though he has the same amount of units, of military units, Mr. Yo is striking all of the places at the same time. So you can see here villagers going down, halberdiers going down. The TC is gonna go down as well. And now the villager advantage is surprisingly still there. So Mr. Yo lost a couple of villagers here because there were some halberdiers. It took a bit of time for Mr. Yo to go there and defend. But TaToH still with the larger economy. I want to see what the gold count for him is. Over 1000, so he was going mostly into halberdiers and skirmishers. I'm not sure what he's gonna use the gold for. He cannot really go for siege because of the bonus against siege for the cavalry, for the Mangudai, for Mr. Yo. So I think the options here are quite limited for TaToH. And there you go, he's gonna call the GG. That's gonna be the 3rd game, so it was apparently a best of 3 where they decided to play the 3rd game, regardless of the 2-0 in favor of TaToH in the first 2 games. So right now, with the great aggression and map control from Mr. Yo, he's gonna claim the 3rd game and the score is gonna go up for him for a grand total of 2-1. So yeah, GG, very good game. And guys, that's gonna be it for today. That's gonna be it from me for today. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the games. Actually, forgot to take a look at the achievements. My bad, sorry. Let's do that now. So KD heavily in favor of Mr. Yo, 420 to 248. Business rates very good for Mr. Yo as well. Larger eco all over the board except for wood collected, and yeah, technology advantage as well. Slower Imperial time. TaToH did a great job going for Imperial Age and started pushing with the trebuchets, but ultimately it was not enough. Mr. Yo was able to catch up. Relic Gold. 974. 4 relics capture, I missed that one. But yeah, the game was quite even. As you can see, it kind of went back and forth. So yeah, Mr. Yo had the edge over here, then TaToH had the edge over here. TaToH had the edge most of the castle age, but yeah, it was not enough. So alright, now for real. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Nice games and good stream. Keep it up, Nova. Thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, feel free to let me do a bit of a sellout. If you like the style, you can follow me, and I'm gonna be streaming on my own channel on Thursday. Although I play over there, I only cast here for Bo3 Official. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. Feel free to drop a follow here in this channel, and tomorrow we're gonna be casting with Mr. GP and some arena games, live games, a show match. That's gonna be live, so yeah, feel free to tune in for that. And I'm gonna be streaming here on Bo3 Official next Tuesday. So Tuesday is when I usually stream. And thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for all the support, for the bits, for the follows and whatnot. And remember that all the donations and subscriptions that go into this channel are being invested into show matches. So you can see there the donation goal and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone. See you next time, and thank you so much for joining. Bye bye.